People like me, who suffer from inflammatory rheumatic diseases, as well as the professionals who treat them, are well aware of the daily reality of the pathology. Pain, stiffness and fatigue that are not always visible from the outside. But there is another reality, just as important and far less talked about. These diseases don't only affect joints, they also affect cardiovascular health. Across multiple studies, cardiovascular risk is consistently higher in inflammatory rheumatic diseases, rheumatoid arthritis, psoriatic arthritis, and spondyloarthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis is often reported as the most strongly affected, likely because its inflammatory burden can be particularly systemic. But the others are not spared. Now here's the challenge. When clinicians assess cardiovascular risk, they quite rightly start with the classic checklist: blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, and smoking. But in inflammatory rheumatic diseases, a significant part of the risk comes from somewhere else: chronic systemic inflammation, the disease process itself. So even when the usual risk factors look reassuring, the full picture may still be incomplete. And that's why work coming from the ESPOIR cohort presented by Professor Jérôme Avoc is so interesting. It explores a deceptively simple idea. What if we could estimate cardiovascular risk more accurately by listening to the heart directly through a blood test? Not an inventive procedure, not a scan, just a blood sample. ESPOIR is a large French multi-center cohort following people with very early inflammatory arthritis over time. Around 500 participants in this analysis. The researchers focused on two biomarkers: troponin, a familiar cardiology marker. Even slight elevations can suggest heart stress or saddle injury. Next, ST2, a marker linked to longer-term cardiac change. What did they find? Higher levels were associated with a higher risk of serious outcomes: heart attack, stroke, cardiovascular death. And when troponin and ST2 are considered together, prediction appears to improve even further. Now, this is crucial. This is not about overselling. These tests are not yet routine for everyone. But they are promising because they point toward a future where cardiovascular risk assessment in inflammatory rheumatic diseases could become more precise, more personalized, and more preventive. And here's the message we should keep in mind, the one we don't repeat enough. Inflammation doesn't stop at the joints, neither should our prevention. Heart health is part of global health, and it belongs in comprehensive care. So, ask, check, prevent.